everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why there's no such coaching program like my coaching program, simply because I've designed it myself for the last 8 years that I've been a coach, and nobody spends as much time with and on their clients like I do. True story. All the information from me is below. I coach in Zoom sessions as well as phone sessions. The choice is yours, or you can have a mixture of both. Each session is an hour. We get together 2 to 3 times per week. That's the regular package. The Deluxe package is that we get together 3 times per week, which is mandatory. And in between, you have access to me with text messages, emails, as well as audios if you need to. You can always book me for an hour first in order to make up your mind, to make sure that we're a good fit, and that I can apply that hour towards the monthly coaching. I recommend 2 to 3 months in coaching with me to really see that great shift that you've been looking for. I'm very thorough in my coaching. I go through your history in order to understand who you are. We do a lot of processes to let go of your past history, to process the emotions, work on forgiveness, etc., to finally arrive to manifestations. And this is how I coach everybody and have coached everybody for 8 years now. A year and a half on YouTube, 7 years outside YouTube, and really enjoying my practice. Got to meet a lot of wonderful people through this. Some of them are famous, some of them are well-known. Different people of all walks of life. Really enjoyed the interaction with my clients. And most importantly, I really adore when it makes a difference. You need to, when it makes a difference and when I see the change, the complete change in the person, you need to come prepared to work. That's mandatory, and take my suggestions to heart. That's the only way this is going to work, right? Because if you could have done it on your own, you would have already done so. So I was going to address yet another question from my mailbox. I was inspired because I was trying to talk myself out of recording it this late, but I am recording it. So don't you love that? And then as I was sitting down I went up to my office and for privacy, and sat down. Somebody texted me, a client of mine texted me an update. Let's just make this entertaining, shall we? Because this is entertaining as fuck. From the Copycat, Tracy. Listen, at this point, I'm laughing, but honestly, this is not just entertainment. This is also a warning. And again, I am embarrassed to say that I have coached this person, but I really shouldn't be, because it's the person who is a liar and a thief, and I have not instructed her to do any of these things. And it really just blows my mind now that I think about it, how much she probably lied to me about in our coaching. And that's really disturbing to me, to be honest, because she sold it to me pretty well. The only reason I realized that she's not an honest person is because of her copying my coaching and copying my videos, 2 of which have been deleted off of her YouTube, and more to come. And essentially, she can say goodbye to her YouTube channel, as it were. I just don't appreciate when she speaks badly of me. And so this is the comment that she apparently posted on her YouTube. And people are talking about this, obviously, because as it were, this is a warning to not be in coaching with her. Number one, she's a liar. She hasn't been coaching for 6 years. She's only been doing it for 2 years under the umbrella of Create Your Future. Okay, I didn't even know that company. It's very kind of like cookie cut, if you ask me. They're all about Neville Goddard and taught, certain things. I was trying to open up her horizons and create her own way of coaching, etc. Instead, she just copy and pasted my coaching. So there are a lot of lies. Her own personal life is not together. How can she be coaching with SPs? I have no idea. I can go on and on. The point is, I was just asking her to stop using my coaching program without my permission, which she obviously is copying down to the pricing, okay? Down to the amount she charges, which does not exist on YouTube. The structure did not exist before I came along. So I've been on YouTube for like almost 2 years now, okay? And thank God that I have the files to prove it. So if I need to, dear Tracy, to come on YouTube and start like posting things and proving things, like this is gonna turn really embarrassing for you, really ugly. So I'm asking you to please stop. You've harassed me on my lives. You've harassed my viewers as we were trying to get in some questions answered. You really need to stop. This is not going to end well for you already, as it were. And so this is what she writes, right? Somebody's asking her on her channel, I guess it is. Someone has been saying you have copied all their coaching and material. And her reply, Tracy now goes, I'm working on the concept that other people will be threatened by my success. Oh my God. She is literally insane. This is my programming from childhood, and other people, especially coaches teaching this, okay, should also be working on their programming that I can take anything from them and or compete with them in any way. So is she saying that it's okay to copy me and this is like totally fine? There's no competition, right? Listen, you don't dream of competing with me. You are not my competition. Relax, please. You're just a thief is all it is. This is not competition. You couldn't compete with me even if you tried, because you're that stupid. You copied everything and it's everybody's seeing it right now. Okay, which this coach is big on teaching in quotation. However, these accusations show she's not believing in her own teachings. No, I actually believe 100% what I teach. You know why? Because I live it. You do not. Obviously, since you feel like copying. This is a disaster. Listen, at this point, I'm just warning. This person is nuts. I don't know if it's narcissism. I don't know if it's pure delusion. I don't know what her fucking problem is. She belongs in therapy full time. And it's not about like I'm going to get my shit situated, but I'm really worried about people who buy into her bullshit just like I did. And I'm literally warning everybody right now, this person is not okay to write these things. Down to the very paying structure. She started charging the same an hour as I charge. The old price that I used to have, $24.50, then she raised it to $26.50. It's so bizarre, all this whole thing. And this is the last time I will bring this up, but this shit needs to end, okay? Unless, of course, she continues, and then you know what? I don't care. I will put every single piece of proof on you in a YouTube video to show how much of a liar she is. And then it's game over, okay? My attorney wouldn't even have to get involved because at this point, it's reputation. And I have mine intact because I'm just not a liar. And everything I teach, I do live by, okay? Because this is my life, actually. You just wish to be my competition and you just wish you lived my life. You don't. This is why you feel like stealing. So let's just be real here, okay? Even the course that she's offering people, the group coaching, okay, she can't even come up with her own fucking pricing. She charges the same exact price with going over processing emotions, just like talk about forgiveness, letting go of the old. Okay, can she come up with anything of her own? No, she can't. So, you guys been warned, do what you will. This is time and money wasted completely. And again, I am just embarrassed I had ever anything to do with her. She's on record, okay? when we were recording our sessions, I asked her to please stop twice. I asked her to please, create her own coaching. She didn't do that. She just thought she's smarter than everybody somehow. Okay, good luck with that. So, I mean, the more she throws stuff at this, she thinks that she's, bad mouthing me. She's really, revealing who she is. So now I'm going to go to the question, okay, that I fished out of my mailbox. And this is, public service, what I'm doing, warning about this person. I am like literally appalled. I am in shock. So the conversation, no, rather the message that I pulled out was really interesting. I actually was thinking about it last night as I was eating cake with my man till like 2:00 in the morning. Okay, celebrating my birthday for a week. This is my birthday week, and so we're eating cake every night. Too much cake, too much fun. And so I was thinking about casting spells, and now I do offer the monthly Magic and Miracle audios, and I will go over this in detail. Okay, because literally, this is a discussion for the subscription. But in short, okay, the entire premise around what I coach, how I coach, is geared towards then you becoming the master magician, okay? And so what this means literally is have to get to know your instrument. What is your instrument? It's like in acting, your body, right? Your mind, your body. Your body is a remote control. It vibrates, right? So if you feel sad, it vibrates on the sad frequency, etc. You get it. If you feel happy, you're vibrating on the happiest frequency, you attract different things other than when you're sad. So it's pretty self-explanatory. And so essentially you have to get to know your instrument. And this is why in coaching, like I said, the way we do it, first cover your history, unpack all that shit, process the emotions, forgiveness. Thank God I'm on record talking about these things, because literally this person had me question myself at some point. Like, this is how you know she's a narcissist. I've been talking about this only for like 2 years on YouTube, okay? And like close to 7 years off of YouTube. Process emotion and then get into manifesting what you want. And so essentially it's aligning with the energy that you authentically are. So a lot of people come into coaching with me and then they say to me, something's wrong with me. What am I doing wrong? So nothing is really wrong with you, okay? What really is to be fixed, quote unquote, is your perspective. You need to unmind-fuck yourself from the previous programming of how you used to operate before. So it's mama, drama, panorama, all these things that are borrowed, that are not yours, okay? Again, been talking about this for the gazillion, like million, trillion times. And so when you align yourself with your true vibration then, and you start to really be on point about your manifestations, then you're in a position to start, in quotations, casting spells. Now, what are casting spells? It's basically aligning with the energy of the manifestation. Now, of course, there are elements of scripting here, maybe even elements of, some people would say, affirmation, but it goes beyond that, okay? It has to do with you really believing in your own power, okay? And again, I can like literally give an hour lecture on this, maybe more. And for that, at some point I will record an audio. I haven't yet, because I have other things that I'm recording right now, other topics for my monthly audios. But at some point I will record a really long one, maybe several, I don't know. Because that, if you think the SP community has a lot to offer you online, you have no idea, like, the amount of literature that has been dedicated to this in Russian culture. Like, literally not. Like, Russian women are equipped to the teeth with these spells, with these rituals, etc. It's like plethora of them. And essentially what it comes down to, again, you have to know your instrument, you have to know your power, and you have to know that this is not a fucking joke. Okay, the idea really is with manifestation, with spells, with however you want to frame it, is really not that it's difficult. It's that you are not aligned with it, right? So again, if you have to process things from the past and align with your true self, the empowered, godly self, that's what you have to do. That's the entire work, really. And then, like I said, you don't have to repeat something 1,000 times. You can just say it one time, knowing that you've imbued it with this power, that you know that is yours, that you know that you hold, and that's it. And it's not, no power on earth can undo it. But let me tell you something. In my experience, it works crazy well. But crazy well. You know, this is why I say, SP my fucking ass, everything is easy. SP is the easiest thing. Literally. The affairs of the heart is the easiest thing. I think the thing that, again, remains to be a challenge, okay, in this equation is that you really have to know the construction of your mind. So let's just say an example would be you have some kind of a hang up. All right. So you attract people, let's just say, who are not emotionally stable or emotionally available or whatever. Not maybe not available, but not emotionally mature. Okay. So if that's what you're going off of, and then you have a spell on someone to fall madly in love with you, you will not enjoy that creation, because this what this person will actually be doing will not be so enjoyable to you, because it will amplify all that neediness in a very unhealthy way, if that makes any sense. So what you need to do essentially is to correct, okay, your own paradigm first, your own blueprint first, and understand the kinds of people you attract into your existence, okay? And then, okay, create this ambience of like, okay, this is the guy for me, and they're under my spell forever, and that's it. Now, again, I can teach you how to do this. Lots of people ask me already in my coaching, this and that. But the main point is that don't treat it as a joke, okay? Even if you don't believe it fully, it can still come true. Because when you start talking, words set things in motion. And for me, honestly, the stuff that I was talking about around this copycat and everything like that, like, I know my power, all right? I do not want to hurt her. Right now, I'm just like protecting myself, making people aware. I know what I can do, okay? Because in the past, I haven't been careful. I took this for granted, this power, and I did a couple of things, not really believing it, and they came true. Okay, so it wasn't something horrible, but it was something that I didn't think about twice. And it was, I guess the command went out and it was done. All right. And it wasn't exactly like super horrible shit. It wasn't. But it definitely made me understand that I have to be careful. Okay, I really have to be careful what I'm doing with my energy, because even a little bit of me, even a little bit of my energy, when sent out, can create a real outcome for people. And so and I genuinely care about, here's the deal, I genuinely care about people. I do. Even the dumbest shit like this, I really care about not causing harm to anybody, not just for my own sake, for the karma's sake and this and any other, but I just don't enjoy hurting people. I just, to me, it's stupid. I can, spend time on better things in my life, quite frankly, and have. Okay, so being aware of that power, really, and respecting it, right? And knowing what you can do, because all of you are capable of this. I don't care what you say. The thing is to align with that power and to really deliberately study yourself. because a lot of you already are manifesting or have manifested shit that, either under your breath you said something, or just kind of like in the throes of anger maybe, or this and any other, or desperation, and that shit came true and it wasn't exactly what you wanted. But this time around you will be deliberate about it. And so there's a whole training, like I give a whole course about it, the True Magician course, discussing these things, and it's on my website. You can book. It's a month. We discuss exactly that, but you have to be already advanced. Like, I'm not going to spend a month, discussing your beliefs, etc. You already have to be along the way. Or you can start with the regular coaching and then, right, implement that. But the thing is, it's about knowing your power primarily, and understanding and realizing that the problem isn't what you're doing wrong, and that nothing is wrong with you, and that manifestation does work. But the point is that you're not right now aware of how powerful you really are. You have no idea. Okay, you can move worlds. Okay, you can go from one world to another. You are always in between worlds. There's no question. You're always jumping parallel realities. But I mean, in a significant way, in a noticeable way, you can attract the right person to help you with situations like out of nowhere. That's true magic. That's what the magicianship truly is. And so when you really back to casting spells, again, it's like you're delivering things with like zero doubt. Exactly, kind of like arriving at this realization of, I better be careful what I say, because it will come true. My problem is not that like, oh, I wonder if. No, I know it will. And I'm just afraid to use it to the fullest, like in my case, like what I'm discussing, because I know the repercussions of it. I know the consequences of it. Okay. And right now, I'm just being nice. Okay. And of course, then the question becomes, can somebody else cast a spell on you, and all these things, all these other questions. More than happy to discuss all of that, but I will discuss this for the paid subscription, and way more, and how to do it, and what words to use, and dabba-dubba-doo, all these things. But the thing begins with you, because you need to cleanse your palette, you need to cleanse your canvas. I don't even want to repeat the words anymore because she's used them. You see what happens? This bitch needs to go. I'm sorry. Like, that's it. The war has been declared. I cannot use my own fucking metaphors anymore because now she's used them. And now, you see the kind of sick game this has become? I fucking hate this shit. Okay, so war it is. No problem. I hope all of her dear clients and followers listen to this, because honestly, I consider this public service to make somebody aware where a narcissist is in fact masquerading as somebody who is interested in people. She's not. Okay? I don't think she cares about the people at all. I think all they are to her is dollar signs. That's it. And it sucks for me to say that, but that's absolutely the truth. Okay? Why else would you be so hung up on stealing, and why else then would you go out of your way to want to badmouth somebody? The very person who brought you out of $3,000 a month to all the way to $25,000 to $30,000 a month. And if you think I'm fucking threatened by you, you have no idea the kind of money I'm making a month. You poor little girl, you have no clue. That is hilarious. This is like a comedy show, seriously. I think I'm going to leave it with this, Tracy. It's in your best interest to stop now before it's gone too long, too far. It already has. You need to completely stop coaching the way I'm coaching. I need to stop talking about me, because that's slander. And I'm just collecting evidence right now. So keep it coming. I'm all for it. I don't think you understand the kind of person I am. I just, if you think I'm stupid and weak, okay, let's keep going. I'm just kind, polite, and sophisticated. You don't seem to get it. So let's continue on. And ultimately, let's see, I mean, are you tired yet of copying Neville Goddard? Or there's nobody else to copy? Everybody else complained about you. Oh my God, this girl, seriously, a joke. And by the way, if there's no competition, then why the hell did you take all those contacts illegally from your past work to start your business? Have I gone too far? Like I said, don't fuck with the white witch, okay? Anyway, enough said. That's the beginning of how to cast a spell. For the larger version, you're going to have to subscribe, okay, to sign up for the monthly audios where I will discuss this in detail. I don't want this to be out on YouTube because I think this will definitely go into my book. And like I said, I will record more than one audio, but I just really felt inspired for some reason to talk about this because it's a lot easier than people make it out to be when you understand the kind of power that you have. And that's really tremendous. And then the discussion is not about USP, drama, trauma, panorama. It's about knowing who you are. It's knowing who you are and just commanding, and that's it. But again, I can't stress this enough. Try to be benevolent. Okay, try to be benevolent. Sometimes things will test you like these things, but try to be benevolent because it's always the better way to go. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope I didn't bore you with this bullshit, but I promise I will not revisit this anymore. I think we've learned enough about Tracy. Thank you very much for listening. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.